and that was it.
Okay, well this is probably the same case here.
But under the Terrorism Act, you filming sensitive things can be deemed as hostile reconnaissance.
No, it can't, mate. What section are you referring to? You said terrorist act. What section are you referring to?
It's not got an act, it's just filming police vehicles.
What do you mean it's not got an act? You said Terrorist Act 2000.
We see an officer panic launch the Terrorism Act 2000 within 10 seconds of exiting his van. He drops hostile reconnaissance like a grenade, hoping to scare compliance. The auditor immediately demands the specific section. This is chess, not checkers. Notice the cop's defensive posture. He's already losing. This is modern policing in microcosm. Scary legal words, zero substance. When citizens weaponize knowledge against intimidation, bullies retreat. This opening proves terrorism laws aren't for terrorists. They're for controlling photographers. Know the law, watch them.
That's why you were filming the police station.
Yeah, I'm just doing an audit of the police station.
Why?
People are interested in public photography and stuff like that.
Alright, it's just because what you were filming is sensitive.
Okay. I'm on a public footpath.
No, yes, correct, you are.
You didn't mind me filming you in the car?
No problem, you're in a public place.
Yeah.
But when you start pointing the camera towards the police building, like the entrances and exits.
Yeah. I can see it from Google Earth as well.
Also, under the Terrorism Act, it can be perceived that you are doing hostile reconnaissance.
I'm not doing hostile reconnaissance.
Okay, that's why I want to speak to you and clarify what your intention was.
Would someone that would be doing hostile reconnaissance do it in broad daylight? Like,
quite possibly. We don't know. I don't know that.
Don't talk nonsense, mate.
I'm not talking nonsense.
You're talking rubbish, mate. I'm not doing hostile reconnaissance. Don't use words like that.
I can use what I want.
No, don't say that. Don't use words like that.
Okay.
You can't use words like that.
I can.
Hostile reconnaissance. You think this is hostile reconnaissance, yeah?
Can be. It can be.
What, in broad daylight?
Yeah, it can be.
All of this I can see here, I can see from Google Earth. If I was going to do hostile reconnaissance, I'd do it at night.
But then obviously when my colleagues are going in...
The hostile reconnaissance claim gets nuked. The auditor points out Google Earth provides better intel than a flashing camera in broad daylight. The officer suggests terrorists operate like this. Visible, obvious, drawing attention. It's laughable. This exposes police training. Intimidation over reason. Real threats are covert, not conducting public audits. The cop's frustration builds as every counterargument collapses. This clip is pure gold. Knowledge beats authority. When you understand legislation better than the enforcer, their power evaporates. The officer's script failed because this citizen did his homework. That's how you
can film them, mate. I'm going to keep filming them.
I'm just asking you why.
I've told you I'm doing an audit of the police station.
Just of Tottenham? Of all the police stations?
I don't have to answer questions. Are we done?
Yeah, just don't go past that. You see that building line there?
Why not?
That is private property.
Is it? Where does it say that?
It's denoted by the different colour of the line.
Is it?
See, for council parking purposes, this is private property, and this is public property.
I don't know anything about that, to be fair, so I'm not going to argue about that. All right, fair enough. I can't argue something I don't know, but...
Okay, that's fine. So you can be here all day filming, but as soon as you point your camera at the back doors...
I can film anything I can see from public, mate.
That's fine.
I'm not trying to wind you up, I'm just telling you, like... Yeah, but... It is what it is, you know what I mean?
Also, in the current climate, people filming...
What current climate's that?
The threat level we're in.
Okay, what is the current climate? Please explain the current climate.
It's legal fiction hour. The officer invents property law, claiming pavement color marks private property. Pure fantasy. When that flops, he deploys the current climate. Vague fear-mongering with no specifics. The auditor forces him to define the threat. He crumbles. Pattern identified. Scary phrase, no substance, retreat when questioned. This is emotional manipulation, not law enforcement. He links filming police to London Bridge, but the auditor corrects the record, proving superior knowledge. Never accept vague threats. Demand specifics. This segment dismantles manufactured authority brick by brick. Stay sharp, stay skeptical.
You really see what's happened in the last couple of days in European countries.
Yeah, I see. We've got a problem with jihadi terrorists. Yeah. What, the last time? When was the last time we had a jihadi attack here?
London Bridge?
Yeah, November last year. and that guy was released from prison. He served half his sentence and he was released from prison. Now, unless you suspect me of being a jihadi terrorist, I suggest, well, then why are you using words like current climate and stuff then?
Because I was talking to you just to make
Oh, you said hostile reconnaissance, you said terrorist act,
So
you
when
said
people-
current climate.
when people
Come on,
put-
mate.
When people put
Come on,
cameras
mate.
at police
No, that's
stations,
not cool, mate. That's not cool. Don't say stuff like that.
I can say what I want.
I understand. Like, it's
Just like you
freedom of
can.
speech,
Exactly.
of course.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm not disputing that, but
Okay.
it's just a little bit insensitive to be using words
When
like terrorists and
people put
stuff.
start pointing the cameras at police stations,
Yeah, but it's not a malicious intent, is it?
but me to speak to you, to engage with you, if you're saying I just like filming police stations, all right, you may have a hobby of taking pictures of different police stations. That's
Okay.
fair enough. I've got no problem with that.
Then why have you used those other like buzzwords?
Because I come over to you to speak to you, to engage with you, because you filming the police car, the police van stops up there. Got no problem. You're not pointing at anything that's sensitive.
The officer's logic detonates. He admits number plates aren't sensitive, yet filming them is hostile reconnaissance. Which is it? The auditor catches this contradiction and doesn't let go. Then the cop reveals his real agenda. He just wants to engage. Translation: zero legal authority, just nosiness. Critical lesson: you're not obligated to entertain friendly chats from strangers with badges. If they could arrest you, they would. Every second of debate proves they can't. The auditor stays firm. No detention, no explaining hobbies to badge-wielding busybodies. This clip teaches you to spot when authority becomes curiosity. Know your rights, use them.
That might be sensitive.
No.
No?
Because
Alright.
reason
The story's
being,
not adding up, mate. There's too
the
many
vehicle is
inconsistencies,
not
mate.
The vehicle number plate is not sensitive because you can't access the database to find out what that vehicle is. And if you do check that number plate, that just says it's a police van.
Alright, well, if you're happy that...
So, and this is a lovely big marked vehicle, so it's nothing secretive about it.
Alright.
But I want to speak to people who start filming people, police staff going in and out of buildings.
Not interested in
I
any
don't
police
know
staff.
until I speak to you. Yeah?
When was a police station's never been targeted by a terrorist in this country?
Doesn't matter.
Since what, the
Does not
IRA,
matter.
1980s?
Does
Of
not
course it
matter.
matters,
No,
because
no,
we've got
just because it's never happened doesn't mean it's never
extrapolate
gonna
based
happen.
on...
The bluff gets shattered. The officer threatens arrest under the Terrorism Act but doesn't know the section. His exact words: "It's not got an act." Stunning incompetence. He eventually guesses section 43 but admits he's not using it. The auditor demands, "Arrest me then." Silence. Golden rule: if police could, they would. Hesitation proves zero reasonable suspicion. The officer tries the filming your house analogy. The auditor shuts it down. "You don't live here, this is public property." Power shifts visibly. The cop realizes he's legally outmatched by a citizen who read the law. This is how you win, no more than they do.
Things that have happened, do you know what I mean?
Police officers have been attacked
Yeah.
outside of work, and we've had recent on this borough in North area.
Okay.
People filming police officers coming in and going out of their police buildings in Enfield.
Really?
Yes. All right.
Okay, and what has that resulted in?
We stopped, spoke to them, see what they were doing, and that was it.
Okay, well, this is probably the same case here.
But under the Terrorism Act, you filming sensitive things can be deemed as hostile reconnaissance.
No, it can't, mate. What section are you referring to? You said terrorist act. What section are you referring to?
It's not got an act, it's just filming police vehicles.
What do you mean it's not got an act? You said terrorist act
Terrorism
2000.
Act.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
what section are you referring to? There's different sections of the act,
There
isn't
is.
there?
So if I was to stop and search you under Terrorism Act, it'd be section 43.
Okay, then.
But I'm not doing that. But what I'm saying
I
is
hope you won't.
hostile filming, you could get arrested for...
You couldn't get arrested, mate.
You can actually,
You ain't got
yeah.
any grounds. Well, then why don't you do it then?
I'm not doing it because I gathered from what you've told me that you're
fair
not
play,
doing
mate.
something...
Fair play. You've used your judgment.
The officer's epic confusion surfaces. He mentions aviation police, revealing he thinks he's at Heathrow Airport, not at Tottenham Street. He's applying airport bylaws to a public sidewalk, staggering geographic and legal illiteracy. The auditor educates him on public photography law, while the officer compares police stations to private houses and supermarkets. By the end, the cop is so defeated he tells the auditor to crack on. Police code for surrender. This clip proves jurisdiction matters. You can't enforce imaginary laws in the wrong location. Their confusion isn't your problem. Stick to your knowledge, watch them flounder.
Yeah, but you don't live here, so it's
No,
not,
but I
it's
work
not the
here.
same. You work here, sure. But if you're
Yeah.
from public, to be fair, I know the public
Just like
photography laws.
you go into any other building and you start filming everything, people come and speak to you, ask you what you're doing.
Well, maybe this is the whole point of this.
Alright?
Enlighten people about the
I work
public
at the
photography laws.
airport.
Okay.
Alright? And as you can see, I work.
Aviation police, yeah?
Exactly.
Alright, fair enough.
So you start filming at the airport, I always take it, so I ask what you're doing, and you say,
But an
"I don't know
airport
holiday."
isn't a public, is it?
It is actually, it's public
Is it?
and private, yeah.
Okay,
Heathrow
well,
is, it's a bit of
my
a weird
understanding
one.
that Heathrow was a private place, but
It is private, but people have public access to it, because it's a transport hub, but it's owned by a private company, therefore it's a private building to a degree.
I understand what you're saying, yeah.
But
It's the ultimate power move. The auditor, not the officer, ends it with, "Have a good day." He legally demands identification, so 3338, warrant 231913. The officer complies. Watch his defeated walk back to the van. That's pure failure. 6 minutes of terrorism threats got 0 results. This is your blueprint. Know the law, stay calm, demand specifics, never surrender rights. If you found this valuable, smash like, subscribe for more rights education, and we'll see you next time.
shoulder number.
So is that what you'd say to a judge? What if I can't read, mate?
Shoulder number, you can see that.
What's your name?
SO 3338.
Alright, what's your name?
My warrant number is 231913. That's my definition.
Alright, buddy. Have a good day.